Isn't parenting more of an art than a science? I mean, how do you really use this sort of empirical, analytical approach when it really is so much about kind of feelings and emotions and interactions? It just seems almost counterintuitive to me to be like, well, according to the latest scientific journal, you should do this with your kid.
Well, actually, I think a lot of what we're doing, we attribute to intuition, but it really is actually a half-heard story of what we heard. I mean, right now, 85% of American parents think it's important to praise for intelligence, to say something like, oh, honey, you're so smart.
Well, certainly better than praising for appearance, right?
Yes.
Say if you have a daughter, you're not supposed to say, oh, you're so beautiful. You're supposed to say, you are so smart.
Right.
And that's not good?
No, smart's not so good.
So what do you praise for?
Effort. The ability to actually do something. And I'm not saying that everybody who, used to say, oh, honey, you're so smart every time should now substitute with, oh, honey, you worked hard so time. It's about praise is recognition for achievement, something you actually did. It's not encouragement. And the problem a lot of parents get into is they sort of combine the two. Oh, honey, you got an A, you're so smart. Well, what happens tomorrow? Oh, honey, you got a B minus. I guess you're not so smart. Sorry, my bad.
So you say, wow, you got an A. I know you worked really hard for that.
You worked hard on that, and you studied. And it's more about focusing things so the kids can actually replicate that. I've been tutoring inner city kids for a long time, and I used to tell my 5-year-olds who would be drawing, oh my gosh, honey, that is the prettiest picture ever. And now I realize they're going, really? I was just drawing. It's the prettiest picture ever. Oh my God, I'm 4 and I peaked, right? I mean, it's just like, what do you do? How do you replicate the prettiest picture ever? So now I say, oh honey, you used different colors and you didn't draw on the table this time. I love it when you draw on the paper, because next time they can say, oh hey, I remember I'm supposed to draw on the paper, and it gives them tools to actually move forward.